Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Today's video, we're just going to be ranking every championship ground from top to bottom. So please, if your team's not at the top, please don't be offended. I don't mean any offence by this video. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so coming in at number 1, we went with ELLAND Road, obviously home of Leeds United. Beautiful ground, really good atmosphere, and you know Leeds fans have been through so much over the past a few seasons, and you know they always turn up, they always make a noise, and they're always back in the side. So this is the reason I picked Leeds. On top of that, there's some good food places around there as well. The only issue I have with this ground is the cost of getting a ticket. £40 for an adult is just ridiculous. But top of the list, Leeds United. So coming in at number 2, we got the City Ground, home of Nottingham Forest. Beautiful traditional ground, right by the river as well. Obviously, they're planning a redevelopment of their ground in the 2019-20 after the 2019-2020 season, should I say? And like I say, I don't think I've heard one complaint about this ground. Really good atmosphere when it gets going. It might have lost that in recent years. Obviously, Forest are a massive club, but they haven't been as successful in recent years. Coming in at number 3, we went with the John Smith Stadium. Great away day, and it generates a really good atmosphere at times. I think that was pivotal to them staying up in the 2017-2018 season. You know, the atmosphere was brilliant when I went there. Probably one of the best in the Premier League. And I love the stand, what they've got, where it's like a curve. I love it. So coming in at number 4, we went with Derby's Pride Park. Really nice modern stadium, this one. Recently went there. The atmosphere can be brilliant there as well. They've got their own like little unique chant. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really good when it gets going. On top of that, there's never really any empty seats there, I didn't see. And like I say, the atmosphere is just brilliant at Derby. Hopefully one time they can make a return to the Premier League. They haven't been there in a while, and it'd be nice to see them get back up there. Now, number 5 might be a little bit biased. Obviously, West Brom, I support them, as you can see by my name. The reason I did put them up there is because it's one of those nice traditional grounds. I know that Sheffield Wednesday have a traditional ground as well, but I absolutely love the Hawthorns. It's like a home to me. I know a lot of people won't agree with that, but that's just my opinion. Might be a little bit biased, but number 5, the Hawthorns. Number 6, we've actually gone for the Liberty Stadium, home of Swansea City. Really nice chip shop outside there, actually, and I'm not just ranking it because of that. I think it's a really nice pitch. You know, it accommodates all leagues, really. The pitch is beautiful. You can play some really nice passing football on there. Nice modern ground as well, so that's why I put Swansea at number 6. Number 7, CRAVEN Cottage. Now, I don't really like London stadiums that much. I think, you know, the outside of around London's a bit of a, you know, but it's actually in one of the nicer parts of London. My only issue with this ground again is the price. Now, I've recently just paid nearly £40 to go watch a game of football at the Fulham ground when you can, you know, I could have went last year for £30 if we was in the Premier League. But really nice ground and can generate a decent atmosphere at times. Number 8, I've gone with Deepdale. Really nice ground, this one. Really love it. Really good away day when we went last time. Probably because we won. But that being said, it is actually a really nice stadium. The only thing what lets this one down is the atmosphere and the amount of empty seats. Hopefully, like I was saying about Derby, hopefully Preston can have a shot at the Premier League. I can't remember the last time they were in there, but it'll be nice to see new teams in there. But really nice ground, this one. Number 9, we've gone with the MADEJSKI Stadium, home of Reading. It's lost a lot of its atmosphere in recent years, especially with the club flirting with relegation, especially last season where they managed to just about beat us and stay in the league. But nevertheless, it's still a really nice ground, a really good away day, and I love visiting Reading. Number 10, I've gone with the Cardiff City Stadium. Now, the atmosphere last year when they was in the Premier League was really good. I think they made the right choice to move out of Ninian Park, as the new stadium really does accommodate Premier League football, Championship football, lovely playing area. Never actually been to Cardiff, but saw a lot of pictures, and hopefully I will be going this year. Number 11, I've gone with Bristol City's Ashton Gate. Now, you do sense that Bristol City are gradually building themselves up for a Premier League return, playing really good football under Lee Johnson. You know what? The stadium isn't bad either, holds about 27,000. It can be a difficult place for the opposition side to visit as well, as West Brom found out last season. But it's a beautiful stadium, especially at a night match. Number 12, and we're coming up to the halfway point now. I've gone with Hillsborough. Now, I would have rated this one higher, but you know how I was being biased. I really like this stadium, beautiful ground, really old and traditional. It's a nice place to visit. I remember last season when we got that 2-2, absolute scenes, brilliant away day. There's a lovely chip shop there as well, which, you know, would have been quite handy for Steve Bruce, but it came in at number 12. So number 13, we've gone with the KCOM Stadium, shared between Hull City and rugby league side Hull FC. I don't really like that, to be honest. It's got a decent capacity of just over 25,000, so it's definitely deserving of being in the top half of the table. Nice ground as well, to be honest with you, but I've put it at number 13. Number 14, we've gone with the Riverside, home of Middlesbrough. Seen a fair share of Premier League action, like a couple of grounds in the league, but 34,000 capacity can generate a really good atmosphere. That kind of went off a bit when Tony Pulis was in charge, but you can kind of expect that. Really nice ground though. Bet 365 Stadium. I don't like the fact it's named after a betting sponsor. I just can't stand that. The atmosphere has declined over the last few years. Obviously, especially this season, it's gone a bit toxic. Nathan Jones not really doing a good job, but it is a decent ground, to be honest. So number 16, we've gone with Millwall. Obviously the Den, really intimidating atmosphere and match day experience for players and fans sometimes. And it can sometimes be ruined by a small minority of people who just go there for a fight and give Millwall a bad name. But overall, it's not a bad ground. Number 17, we've gone with newly promoted side Charlton Athletic, the Valley. The pitch has improved a lot over the years, but the Valley has not changed a whole lot in terms of the actual stadium. And despite the brilliant promotion into the second tier, there's still quite a rather angry atmosphere, I've heard, at the club due to the fans' ongoing feud with unpopular owners, which is really evident at home games. But you know what, it's not actually a bad ground for a newly promoted side who have just been promoted from League One. Number 18, we've gone with EWOOD Park. It's not really the fortress it once was. Obviously Blackburn won a lot of trophies back in the day, some really good ones as well. The atmosphere is not really the same anymore, and you know, the capacity what it does get isn't really that impressive. A lot of empty seats at games. Number 19, I've gone for Griffin Park. Now, this one is a really good ground in my opinion. Not for the way it looks or anything, but it's got the old standing section for the away fans, which helps generate a really good atmosphere. Obviously, they're building a new ground as well, but really good atmosphere, especially for away fans. We'll really miss Griffin Park when it gets, when they move. Number 20, I've gone with Queen's Park Rangers, Loftus Road. It's no real surprise that QPR are trying to relocate to the Linford Christie Stadium, because the current stadium is a bit average. The atmosphere is not really that good, but it'll be really good for them to move stadium. 21, now don't hate on me Blues fans. I've put Birmingham City as 21st on the list. St Andrews, another ground which has hosted quite a few Premier League games over the years. It's not a bad stadium, but you know, Number 22, we've gone with Wigan's DW Stadium. It's a bit bland, to be honest, and it isn't really exclusively a football stadium with rugby league side Wigan Warriors playing there. The atmosphere when I went there was absolutely awful as well. A lot of empty seats as well, but number 23, we've actually gone for a newly promoted side, Barnsley's OAKWELL Stadium. Now, it does lack that bit of a modern effect, so this is the reason it's 23rd. Don't really have too much to say about it. Coming in at bottom of the list, number 24, we've gone with Luton Town's Kenilworth Park. Now, the reason I've gone with this one is because it's so outdated. Now, I have heard that the club are going to be building a new stadium or something like that, but you know, it was quite funny actually, because when we got there, you had to go through someone's house to get through flipping to the away end, and I just think it's a really outdated stadium. But you know what, Luton play really good football. There is a stand as well, just dedicated to executive boxes at Luton, which I don't really like, to be honest. It didn't really have an atmosphere when I went, so bottom of the list, Luton. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.